bear with me. I just want to share a few things today. I've been, the last 3 or 4 days, I've been on the internet watching Mooji in Rishikesh. And Mooji is a spiritual teacher, Mooji. And, I've known of Mooji for many, many years and haven't really, for one reason or another, maybe I wasn't ready for him, but haven't paid that much attention to Mooji. But this year, so he's doing satsang in Rishikesh, and he's they're broadcasting live through Facebook, and I've been watching, and the question comes up: why do we want to awaken? And the truth is that most people don't. Most of us actually don't know that we're not awake. We don't realize that we're just running on autopilot. And so when we have behaviors that we're not happy with, we try to change them on our own, to make a difference somehow on our own, to reconfigure ourselves, and it's impossible. I've been on this path for 40 years plus, maybe closer to 50, years. If I've been on this path of trying to figure out, why I'm here, who am I, why do I act the way I do, why do I think the way I do, why do I have fear, why do I have judgment, where does this stuff come from? And it's, I've realized, because I've done the work, that it's been programmed into me. Have tried, and maybe some of you can, but I have not been able to reprogram myself. I measure a little bit of difference, but the only thing that seems to be working is this idea of a spiritual awakening, of a change of consciousness, a complete change of consciousness. And it can't be done by ourselves. We can't just decide, and we can read a lot of books, and we can listen to a lot of YouTube videos, and we can go to be with a lot of teachers, but this really, we really need, first of all, to have the awareness that there's something else, there's another way to live, and that we're living in a way outside of ourselves, in our story, in our ego, in our desires. So often we're unhappy, often we have fear, full of fear, unhappiness and fear. Often we feel trapped. Sometimes we have regret. Sometimes we feel guilt. And we often think, these are normal human emotions. Well, they don't have to be. They really don't have to be. We can live another way. We can live, we can actually access the spirit of the universe. We can access infinite intelligence. There is more to life than the way we've been living. And so do you want that? I think a lot of people would, if they realized it was within their reach, But once we start on the path, fear sets in. We start on the path, and ego says, no, you can't do that. Don't do that. Who do you think you are? You're not allowed to be free. So we're all in the bondage of self. Many of us are grossly self-centered. And everything that we do is really so that we can be recognized, or we can be seen, or we can be approved of, or we can get something. And because we're looking outside of ourselves to fill ourselves up. So it's not satisfying. And I know that. I know it because I've lived it, and I still experience it, and fear says, no, it's not, I can't do that, and we get trapped in our little scenarios and our little relationships and our little commitments, that were made sometimes out of fear, and then we can't move. So this is just to tweak you, hey, wake up, tired of being dishonest? You tired of being a thief? Hey? And, you may say, oh, I'm not a thief. Well, look at how we cheat each other for time, at work. Where are we dishonest? And somehow trying to get a little more, trying to measure, so that life is treating us fair. Well, there is no measurement. When the shift happens, we don't have to worry. We don't have to consider anymore what's in it for me. Our life becomes bliss. We become taken care of. So that's the ultimate, I think, and that is the ultimate. And so I'm not interested in a formula for a new way of living. Man, I don't think you are. I'm interested in actually having a complete shift, a contextual, a fundamental shift, a transformational shift. And if you're interested in that, we're doing that kind of work here in Calgary. And on Monday nights at the Scarborough United Church, we've got a one-day seminar coming up. That's the work we're doing, transformational, not educational, but transformational. Let's wake up together. Hey, hi Leslie. Let's wake up together. And I know there's more people out there that want that, that have already begun the process, have had an experience, like an awakening experience, and we felt it, and we know that there's more. We're like, holy shit, and then, our mundane life kind of wraps us up again, and we lose it, and we wake up in the morning, and we're back doing what we did, and in our heads, thinking. It's all bullshit. So let's wake up together. And, I could recommend a couple of books. There are some books. There are some people. I really strongly recommend. Mooji is in Rishikesh. His live feed is every day. Every day he's doing satsang. Watch him. Really feel what he's doing. He's really doing the work, and there's people there that are having profound shifts of consciousness, where they're not the same person. They recognize, see, who are you now? Who do you think you are now? You think you are the sum total of your stories. You think you are the sum total of what you've done, or who you are by what you do, but you're not. That's a shell. That's nothing. It has no substance. There's more. So there's lots more. So watch Mooji. Read Eckhart. Eckhart was amazing. He nailed it. David Hawkins. Read David Hawkins. He's amazing. There's some great books, of awakening books. The 12 steps, are not just for recovering alcoholics and addicts. The 12 steps are for everybody. And it is a path to awakening, truly. So if you thought it was just for those helpless drunks, it's for more. So there's lots of tools to support us on the journey. But the journey is not for the faint of heart. You may have to, surrender your existing life. And then you face the fear of who will I become? Well, I'll tell you, it's way better. Okay, love you. Thanks so much for listening. Let's do this together.